This is Tom Blair with Inside Colorado Wrestling with another episode of Boundary to Boundary, Colorado High School Wrestling. Today's guest is Devin Wolf from Platte Valley. How you doing, Devin?
Good, how are you?
Good. Why don't you give us, the listeners, a little background on your wrestling and your coaching?
Wrestling-wise, I've wrestled since about 8 years old up through high school. Chose the football route in college when I went there. And then coaching-wise, I've been coaching wrestling myself for about 8 to 9 years, mostly in the middle school level until this past 3 years. So this will be my third year at Platte Valley.
Okay. What was your wrestling career like?
I would say it was probably the most enjoyable thing I've done as an athlete. I love football, and that's what I did in college, but wrestling is obviously the reason why I came back to it. The stuff you learn in life and pretty much everything in between, you can't compare, and that's what brought me back and teaching the kids, and it just stuck with me for a long time, so that's why I enjoy it.
Okay. What were the results from your last year team?
We did fairly well. We didn't have a full squad, but we finished third in our league last year. We had a runner-up and I believe 2 other state placers, so we did fairly well, but we're looking forward to this year having all of them return, so except for one. We lost 1 placer, so other than that, we're looking forward to it and excited.
Did he move on to college and wrestle in college, or?
He did not. He's a Bachelor Scholarship Award winner and more into schooling, so but he learned a lot from this past couple years from us, and we're excited for him to do bigger, better things in college.
Okay. What is a lot of coaches are doing a preseason. Do you have a preseason schedule?
We do. My brother Bryce has been heading that up with the kids that aren't in football or other sports. He's been going in about 2-3 times a week and wrestling with them. Next week we're going to have another gentleman come in and run our preseason to help us with that. So we've had about 8 kids in there about 2-3 times a week getting ready. So
that sounds about average for the number of kids coming out for preseason with the coaches I've talked to.
Yeah.
What do you have for a returning team?
Returning team, we're actually everybody's returning besides 2, and we got a transfer in from Delta area. He'll be a freshman this year. He's very excited and very knowledgeable about wrestling. And then we got a couple new kids also that are joining the team, heavyweight. So it'll be first time that I've been there. We'll have a full team. So we're really excited about what we can do with the full squad this year.
Filling up all the weight classes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What does your coaching staff look like?
It'll be the same as last year. I got myself, my brother Bryce Wolf, Aaron Gonzalez, and Ben Elliott. So we've stayed consistent since I've started. Besides my brother, he started last year with us, so that really helps us out a lot having him in there.
Are you bringing any staff in to work with the girls on your team?
That's kind of confusing still for us. We do have 4 girls, I was talking to Tom earlier, that are interested in coming out and wrestling, so I think we'll kind of keep them in our room and see what the district allows us to do, or where we're going to send them and whatnot on the weekends. But I think we should be able to still handle an extra 4 people than what we got here.
I know most of the girls' tournament that I've looked at the schedule, they also run a JV tournament at the same time, so that way makes it nice for the coaches, because you'll have coaches there for doing your JV and also that can work with the girls and doing the girls' tournament.
Yeah, that'll help out a lot actually, because that's where we're already tight with just 4 of us. Splitting up 2 and 2 still sometimes gets tight, so that actually helps us out a lot, and we're trying to schedule those in for the girls so we can still be there with them and not send them somewhere else.
Okay. What does your season schedule look like?
Season schedule, I think we're exactly the same besides 1 tournament. Kind of excited about our season this year because we'll have a real good chance this year at contending for our district and our league tournament this year. So everything else besides that's all the same. We're finally getting to travel to go to Florence, and that's always a good tournament, good look before state, and it's looking good this year.
Yeah, Florence is a good tournament because you get a lot of the 2A and 3A teams down there with a sprinkling of 4 or 5, maybe 4A teams.
Exactly.
Are you going to the Northern Colorado Christmas tournament?
Yes, we are. That's always a good tournament, and it's nice now that it's a little closer to home. It wasn't far before, but it's still less travel time for some of the kids that have to go out of town and live in the country and come back and wake up early, so it'll be a little better for us.
It's being moved to UNC this year because conflicts of hockey games for the Eagles playing at the Bud Center. There's a new rule for CHSAA with the points system where you're allowed 10 points for duels and 10 points for tournaments. Is that changing your schedule any, or?
As far as us goes, it's not changing ours because we don't have those certain kids yet that are that developed where we can go to different tournaments out of state. In the future, we should here in the next 3 to 4 years. So I think that'll help us out in that way. So we'll be able to do that and not affect the team and only affect the single individual.
You talked about having someone move in from Delta and having a new heavyweight come in. What does your lineup look like?
We're going to be fairly strong. We got a lot of kids from 120s and under. I think there's about eight of them, and that's been the same as last year. So they push each other and compete. We'll be pretty stacked the same way around that 60s area. Well, we'll have to separate some kids, but I mean we're excited this year because we're going to have a full squad and a full lineup. So I mean that's kind of what hurt us, giving up 4 or 5 weights and duels last year, and
in the
we're
past,
going to have to do that. So we're excited to see what we can do with that.
Where is Josh Yancey going?
Right now he's weighing about 77, 78. So it's his senior year. He's kind of wanting to enjoy it. So we'll see where he's at when he comes in after football. It'll be either 82s or 70s, and hopefully get that state title and redeem ourselves from last year.
You gonna go the opposite weight class from Whaley?
No. If Whaley's at where we're at and that's where he's comfortable, we'll stay there and compete. That's what we're here for. So,
Okay.
And he loves it too.
He loves competition.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got some pictures of him with black eyes and everything.
Yeah.
We went to Iowa for a couple different tournaments. What are your season goals?
Season goal this year, our main one is since we know we want to win our league this year. We've been kind of middle at state around that 15 to 13 place seeding every year. We want to break the top 10 this year, but that'll take a collaborative effort from everybody. So I think we can do it though. It's not out of reach and not out of hand. So that's our main goals this year.
Well, having a full squad also makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Not giving up any team points. Well, I thank you for your time, Devin. I wish you good luck in the season. This is Tom Blair with Inside Colorado Wrestling.
Thank you.